Kamala Harris, the vice president and Democratic presidential candidate, recently joined MSNBC host Stephanie Ruhle in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for her first one-on-one network interview since becoming the Democratic presidential nominee. The interview was highly anticipated, filled with vigorous discussions, and peppered with insightful dialogue about the future of the American economy. Kamala Harris outlined her economic policies meticulously, speaking to both the macro and micro aspects that would affect everyday Americans. She emphasized job creation as a cornerstone of her plan, citing initiatives to invest in renewable energy, infrastructure, and small businesses. Harris highlighted that these initiatives are designed not only to stimulate immediate growth, but also to create sustainable, long-term economic stability. Ruhle pivoted the conversation towards household economics, asking how Harris's policies would directly benefit ordinary citizens. Harris detailed her tax plan, which includes tax cuts for middle and lower-income families, and increased taxes for wealthier individuals and corporations. She explained that by redistributing the financial burden, her policies aim to provide relief to those who needed it most while ensuring sufficient funding for essential public services such as healthcare and education. There was also a deep dive into healthcare reform. Harris spoke passionately about expanding access to quality healthcare by fortifying the Affordable Care Act and introducing a public option. She underscored that healthcare is a right, not a privilege, and iterated how her plans would be both fiscally responsible and morally imperative. The interview took a comparative turn when Ruhle asked how her economic plan stacked up against that of Donald Trump. Harris critiqued Trump's economic policies, arguing they favored the wealthy and big corporations at the expense of working-class Americans. She cited data suggesting that Trump's tax cuts had disproportionately benefited the rich, whereas her plan focused on equity and social justice. Harris concluded by stressing the importance of bipartisan cooperation, maintaining that a robust economy would require contributions from all sides. The interview ended on a hopeful note, with Harris expressing optimism about America's potential for growth and unity if her economic vision were realized.